Welcome back to the finish line and our second video for our Cheltenham Festival Ante-Post bets. So, give a quick run through what we gave last week. What you give?
You know I gave a Plutard for the Ryan.
I can't remember what I gave.
I gave album photo for the Gold Cup.
And I'm on Andy Dufresne for the Supreme Novice Hurdle. And today Tom is with...
Classical Dream for the Champion Hurdle.
Yeah, I like that bandwagon.
Time is right to back this one, lads. I know you're on a bit shorter, but...
7-2, yeah.
I thought this might happen. We spoke in the weekend preview video about how that form is shocking from the weekend. But some of Willie's are still... Some of them are running absolutely terribly. They're not running up to their level of form at all. Cole Reevy being another one of them. And I don't think Classical Dream did. His problem, he came to the first... Fucking launched himself at it, and he was just. I love him. He was just keen from on then. He does. He runs like that. He's a keen going soul. He carries his head low. Anyone who's ever ridden a horse, it's nearly one of the worst things they can do is put their head down that low because you just can't.
You have no control.
If they put their head between their legs and they're gone, you're just pulling against nothing. Look, I think if you look back at his form at the start of last year, he only just won at Leopardstown on his seasonal debut.
Correct.
He only just beat Hentukas.
Who?
Exactly. Horse of Joseph O'Brien's, who is not a bad horse, but he's nowhere near a Grade 1 horse. He only just beat Aramon then the next day. Like a head, I think it was. Yeah. It was really close. But he battled really well. He then turned up at Cheltenham and destroyed the Supreme Novice field. And Aramon was nowhere to be seen. And Tukas didn't run there, but he would have been nowhere to be seen. And he went and won well then again at Punchestown. And it kind of tells me the spring might be his time. Yeah. The fact that like, if it would have been him and Saldier, and there'd have been 10 lengths clear between Mouchoir, and Saldier would have beaten 3 or 4 lengths easily, I'd have been worried. I think the fact that Petit Mouchoir was second, he couldn't even beat him. Just forget about that form. You'll see a different Classical Dream later in the year. I think 6-1 now is a good bet in the Champion Hurdle market. You know, you look at you got Bouvedere there. He's back on track with Punchestown, but he didn't look convincing last year. And what else have we got? We've got Pentland Hills, Fusil Raffles. The other one I'd give a little shout out to, and I wouldn't mind having a little fiver each way in him. For the Champion Hurdle would be Coeur Sublime. He bolted up at Down Royal. He's 25-1 for this. He was second.
He's shorter now.
He's not. I checked that this morning.
I think they've seen 14s. I could be totally wrong. I just seen 14s
that could be
with someone.
One bookmaker. He's definitely 25s for someone. But he's good form at Cheltenham. He's second behind Pentland Hills in that triumph. And if you listen to any of the reports, he's really strengthened up and improved over the winter.
They really like him this season.
Yeah, and he absolutely bolted up. So I'd actually have 2. I'd have a small each way bet on Coeur Sublime, and I would have a decent each way bet on Classical Dream at 6-1.
Nice. Dave?
Blue Sari. I was trying to think of going for something that's not in one of the big championship races. I like Tom's pick in Classical Dream. I kind of throw out that form and I'd still be for him. We kind of discussed it last week that if he got bet, it's not going to change our opinions on him anyway.
Say about Petit Mouchoir. If you take Petit Mouchoir and literally Davis Charm's a Gold Cup contender.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
Champion Hurdle contender.
But Blue Sari, mostly for the reason that I think he said in one of the videos, I liked him as a bumper horse. I thought he'd win the bumper last year. I thought he came to win the bumper and was a little bit green and ran around a little bit on Garrity. I think they'll put your horse that you put up last week, Andy Dufresne, for the Supreme. JP obviously owns Blue Sari now, and he'll be their Neptune horse. Right? Willie likes to win the Neptune. He's won it with some good horses through the years. Now, some of them turned out to be lunatics like York Hill, but that's beside the point. I could see him going up against Envoy Allen again in the actual Neptune, but I'd be happy to go with Blue Sari in the next meeting against Envoy Allen.
Fair enough. I'm going to put up Notebook for the Arkle at 25-1.
Be you watching the film or something at the weekend? Did you get the tissues out?
Film The Notebook. It's a love story.
You never seen The Notebook?
You wouldn't know anything about it.
I slept through about 4 times when Kate puts it on.
Yeah.
It's actually not a bad movie.
I've never watched the whole of it.
It's not bad. I don't get why it's so sad, but sure.
It's sad to. I'm not going to go there.
Girls.
Yeah. You said it, not me.
Girls cry at these things.
Right, anyway, notebook for the Arkle. 25-1. He was only rated 130 over hurdles, but this thing can jump a fence and jump horses into submission. He beat a decent field for a second start over fences there on the weekend. Like, he's 25-1. Angel's Breath is 20s. Getaway Trump is 16s. Put the Kettle on beaten the weekend. And I tell you now for a fact, they rate Notebook much higher than Put the Kettle on.
Who trains him?
Mr. Henry the Bromhead.
I was just about to say it. Is that where you're getting this info from?
What?
Is that where you're getting this info from?
Might be.
Straight from the horse's mouth. He's up on the ditch there with a pair of binoculars.
Or was I on the gallops?
Put the Kettle on ran well. We all kind of said last week when we were talking about that race that she had a chance wherever she ran. So well,
I don't think any of us were surprised.
Well done to Henry de Bromhead for going over there and challenging those two English rags.
They are rags. They are, and put it out, English aren't going to win the Arkle. Plain and simple. If that's not what they have,
Yeah, no, they're not.
there's no chance in hell. There's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 for hurdles.
It's a different point altogether, but I don't know if you noticed. The only race Al Lancer didn't run well in last year was the Betfair hurdle. They took the hood off. He had the hood off the other day again. He hasn't won without a hood.
That boggled my bloody mind.
And Twiston Davis said he doesn't need it anymore because he's more relaxed. Like, if the horse is winning with a hood, he clearly needs a
If
hood.
it's not broke, don't fix it.
Exactly. But that's a different point.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I really fancy Notebook 25-1 even each way for the Arkle. It's a wide open race, and the favourite for it is running the weekend, Lorena. The scarf might be out again. I nearly put her up. Nearly put her up.
on that project, will you?
But she has a size of scope to jump the
Poor
fence.
Lorena. Come on, Tom.
I'm not a Lorena fan, lads. I'm sorry. She's a mare. Stick to mare.
But you're an absolute tired fan.
And
yeah.
Fucking
All
Presenting
over.
Percy fan. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ,
all
don't
over.
ever get on to me about that. I'll get you a Lorena scarf. You have one?
I have one.
Yes,
And an album photo scarf.
we do.
And a blue Sari scarf.
Hey, guess what? Which one we don't have?
A blue tired.
And who else?
Loads, really.
Presenting Percy. Yeah, but
Oh, no, we're not getting a presenting Percy.
never
one.
getting Presenting Percy.
Christmas is coming up soon, lads. You never know what Santa might bring you.
Oh, we have a JP one as well.
Yeah, blue Sari.
You need to get one. You need to get a Percy one.
I'm getting Percy one, yeah. If
can't-
Percy turns up to the Gold Cup.
You can't come to Friday Cheltenham in the pub.
album photo on this.
You can't. You need a scarf. You have to have a scarf if you're coming. So
We've an issue for the Friday of Cheltenham. A friend of mine has booked flights over and is coming down, so I have to get...
Bring him.
No, he's coming over
see
that
the way he
night.
owes me 2 points now, and he's done.
I'm missing.
No,
He's waiting till the boy.
No,
Ducking.
I somehow have to get from Waterford
Oh, look, I'm ducking.
to Wexford while being drunk, and I somehow have to get down here in the morning with my car. So the logistics of this are going to have to work themselves out, but I'm going to have to get a lift off someone. So.
Helicopter?
Oh, well, if Percy wins the Gold Cup and that Plutard wins Ryanair.
I don't take IOUs. I want proper points.
I think
my
you need
IOUs.
cash money at this stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll work that one out when we get there. But yeah, logistics have to be worked out, but I'll be in the pub on Friday afternoon.
I'll be there.
I will definitely be there.
Breakfast? We go for breakfast as well. You coming?
No, I'm going to have to work in the morning, so some of us have jobs to do, you know.
So do I. I just book it off. Oh wait, I don't work for
I'm just not turning up. I own my own jobs. So I own my business. So
You're the boss.
I'm just doing what I want to do.
The joy is...
Oh yeah. Right. So just a little recap. I am on Notebook for the Arkle 25-1 with Patrick Powers.
Classical Dream for the Champion Hurdle and Curse Sublime for the Champion Hurdle.
Two again. He's greedy.
He's right too. Blue Sari.
Right. So again, as always, the links to the prices will be in the description, and so will the names of the horse. If we forget, you forget. They'll be down there anyway. And we'll put in a little table of what we have already in the description. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next week for episode 3 of Cheltenham Festival Ante-Post Tips.